Hi, wrestling fans. Thanks for clicking the dreaded D Rose Report. Been on. I tell you what, I haven't been on here for a while. The wife has been on vacation, and I've been doing my honey-do list. Honey-do. It's get the damn job done. Be done with it. Get it over with. My ball and chain, love her. Hey, preliminary hearings was scheduled for Hall of Famer Superfly Jimmy SNUKA Monday. It's been rescheduled for Wednesday, October 7th at 10 a.m. Allentown, Pennsylvania. I know you know the specifics on that. There was a couple of people at the tapings in Corpus Christi, Texas, noted, that's the SmackDown taping, noted that it appeared that WWE security had a larger presence than normal, and they were cracking down on more fans leaning over the barriers, as well as fans who were yelling, at the wrestlers, I guess. This goes back to WWE, by the way, cracking down on fans hopping the barriers. Noted that the fan that entered the ring at the Night of Champions, if you caught that, there was one, he was charged with criminal trespass of a property or building with no forced entry. 37-year-old, I ain't gonna say his name, of Houston, Texas, pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 10 days in jail. I don't know whether that was worth it or not, but he was sentenced. Brie Bella says Team Bella took some losses this week, but they are ready to come back stronger than ever. And Seth Rollins taking on John Cena, U.S. title at the October 3rd network special. It's the Madison Square Garden show. Is now going to be a steel cage. That could be real good. I think the whole show is going to be a good lineup. Don't know why this is not a pay-per-view, but steel cage match for the U.S. title is, of course, Rollins taking on Cena, and tag team titles up for grabs too. It's the Dudley Boys taking on New Day, and Brock Lesnar taking on Big Show, just to draw everybody to watch the show that night. And Chris Jericho taking on the Intercontinental Champion Kevin Owens. It doesn't say the title's up for grabs, so I suspect since it's not up for grabs, Jericho could win. Orton taking on Sheamus for the heck of it, and Ziggler taking on Rusev because of women being involved, and appearances by Mark Henry, Stardust, Team Bella, and more are going to be there. By the way, Matt Hardy turns 41 today. Tonight's TNA Impact is going to be featuring Rockstar Spud, Ethan Carter for the World Heavyweight title, Jade and Gail Kim for the Knockout title, Chris Mendez, Eric Young in the Lumberjack match, and there's more. Tonight's Impact is going to be kicking off with Dixie Carter announcing the Bound for Glory main event. Regarding the injury that Sting had, Night of Champions, we do know that Sting's neck is not broken. And he was taken to the hospital after Night of Champions and was able to walk, but not very well. MRI he underwent did not show any fractures to the neck, but PWI Insider notes that there are also some concerns within WWE of maybe a spinal injury, but don't know the prognosis on Sting yet, but it's possible that he could wrestle his last match, at least for a while. And WWE officials will likely be leery of putting Sting back in the ring anyway soon. Noted, by the way, Sting did not appear at Monday's Raw because he went home to Dallas to rest and recover. You think the Stinger, hopefully this happens sometime, Stinger might have got a stinger by getting thrown into the turnbuckle that way? You can overcome that. It takes a while, but boy, it messes up your walking. It was also noted that the finish, by the way, Sting and Rollins on Night of Champions, it went as planned. It just went quicker because of Sting being injured. But that was the way it was supposed to end. And there's strong buzz at Night of Champions pay-per-view. The Sunday, last Sunday, WWE was the 7th most searched item for the whole day on Google with about 500,000 searches. That's a strong number for even for NFL and Emmys that happened on Sunday. They had a lot of competition. And dark match before tonight's main event taping in Corpus Christi, Texas, saw Dudley Boys defeat Brad Maddox. Yeah, he's still there. And Heath Slater. And yeah, he's still there. And dark main event and SmackDown taping saw Zack Ryder quickly squash Adam Rose. By the way, Rose came out doing the party pooper gimmick before the match and said he was there to shut down the show. Hang on a second.
No.
Now I'll call her back. Anyway, WWE did the following matches air on tonight's main event is Team Bad taking on Team Bella, R-Truth taking on Stardust, and Sheamus taking on Zach Wagner. Boy, good things getting towards the end of the way. I'm out of sorts. The low lady just worked me too hard, but Jack Swagger, yeah, he's still there too. Wednesday's episode of Talk to Jericho is featuring, of course, Chris Jericho interviewing the Insane Clown Posse. Yep, they're still around too up north, and they're discussing about the Night of Champions, returning. And Friday's guest will be Eli Roth. WWE DVD Network reports that WWE may be releasing a DVD Blu-ray on Eric Bischoff in 2016, and there is a Bischoff documentary set and penciled in on next year's internal schedule, but the format could change, and the title is still pending, noting how much talent they're going to have. And let me see. TNA lawsuit against Scott Steiner is currently scheduled to go before a judge February 11th, 2016, down in Nashville. The filed suit against Steiner was done like in 2012, claiming he breached his deal with TNA by making disparaging remarks about the company, which we all have. I hope we all don't get sued. And Eric Bischoff, he talked about, and Hogan, and Brooke Hogan, Bruce Pritchard, and a lot of others. TNA seeks damages and an injunction to stop Steiner from speaking out in the future. Too late. The last 2 or 3 years. So anyway, he ignored that request when they sent it out to him, and TNA suffered damages as a result of the action, and that he was involved in a concerted effort to disparage the company, and he ignored requests to stop. The lawsuit scheduled for trial several times, but ever since last June too, but been pushed back on both sides. We're working on an out-of-court settlement, and it appears the settlement talks didn't go any further, and now they're going to go to trial. Thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.